In the intricate tapestry of human existence, one young man dared to break free from the relentless monotony of daily life. Fueled by an audacious desire for change, his salvation manifested in the most unexpected form: a single lottery ticket. With determination to beat farewell to the shackles of his mundane job, embarking on a journey that led him to the serene countryside of Hak. In this quaint haven, he traded the choice of urban life for the tranquility of farming, seeking solace in the cultivation of the earth. Little did he know that his newfound idyllic existence was about to take a fantastical turn. In the blink of an eye, he found himself thrust into a real realm reminiscent of an RPG. His farm now teemed with bountiful harvests that whispered the sweet fragrance of freedom. Initially gripped by fear in this unfamiliar realm, the young man gradually acclimated to his surroundings. Uncertain whether it was a blessing or a curse, he discovered that not only had he been transported, but his farming tools and chicken coop had accompanied him. The eggs laid by his enchanted chickens and the tools at his disposal became his lifeline, ensuring he wouldn't succumb to starvation. In a quest for self-discovery and empowerment, he delved into the mysteries of this new world, experimenting with shouts and poses as he stumbled upon a unique skill, the ability to appraise items. Like a merchant of yore, he realized that to unveil the secrets of an item, he had to trust it, employing an ancient method reminiscent of an age-long past. Was furious for herbs and just that his newfound skills a sudden threat emerged. Monstrous entity set on low, hunting him down. Ingeniously, the young man lured the creature into a trap, dispatching it with the resourcefulness of a seasoned adventurer. In the wake of victory, a mysterious window materialized, announcing his ascension to level 3. Though initially taken aback by the enigmatic windows that marked his progress, he had grown accustomed to their presence. Henry Dagger plundered from the defeated Green Goblin, a peculiar denizen of the Landstar region. The young farmer turned adventurer set forth towards his home. In the crucible of this fantastical world, he understood the imperative to fashion items from the resources he gathered. From flamestones to bourgeon grass, his journey unfurled, weaving a tale of survival, discovery, and the allure of the unknown. So the femstone, a mystical flame-infused gem, possessed the very sense of fire, while its counterpart, the fitstone, found its purpose in the delicate art of polishing. Our intrepid adventurer set to work, diligently smashing and blending the stone, channeling the latent energies into the dagger seized from the defeated goblin. And thus, the fire dragon emerged, a blade aglow with the primal powered fire. In his quest for mastery over the elemental augmentation, he turned his attention to the melon grass, a herb known for its curative properties, and the bourgeon grass, its leaves and flowers promising restoration of magic and vitality. The newly acquired Dardan food, a mysterious addition to his bounty, unveiled itself as melon, contributing its healing essence to his burgeoning arsenal. With the careful alchemy of these botanical wonders, he crafted potent potions, gently boiling, straining, and blending. He marveled at the outcome, exceeding his expectations in efficacy. Hence, banning the virtue of potion consumption over raw ingredients to underscore the swift absorption rates and heightened effectiveness. His experimentation led to the creation of potions like Badaro and Gadu, each hailing from poisonous plants, with one diminishing stamina and the other inducing illusions. Amidst these trials, a misstep occurred. In a moment of carelessness, he ingested a concoction only to find himself incapacitated. Self deprecatingly, he acknowledged the potential judgment of one seen onlookers, deeming himself an unwitting fool. Yet in this misfortune, he discovered the potency of a toxin, which he deftly applied to arrowheads for future use. Turning to the roots of his endeavors, he planted the toxic roots in his field, anticipating their growth and potential harvest. But as the day waned, the call of sustenance beckoned. Intrigued by the enhanced vitality of his chickens, he appraised their feathers, unveiling a meat board with stamina boosting and doctifying properties. Grateful for the sacrifice, he prepared the chicken with a skill that bespoke newfound culinary prowess. Boys at the crossroads of commerce. He who William paved the sale of his craft towards in town. The Japanese man, unfamiliar with such artisanal pursuits initially, he recognized the necessity of earning his new world. Despite the arduous 3-hour journey to town, determination fueled his resolve to make a mark and thrive in this fantastical realm. William settled upon the woman, the realization dawned that his legs were not accustomed to traversing such distances. A horse spotted in the distance ignited the yearning within him, prompting thoughts of acquiring one for himself. On reaching Esther town, he approached the odds, identifying himself as a merchant. The linguistic barrier proved insurmountable, yet a faint gleam of understanding gleamed in the god's eyes. Undeterred by the language gap, the young man resolved to master essential hand signs for buy, tell, and thank you alongside a grasp of numerical symbols. With these basic tools, he felt confident in navigating transactions and interactions with fellow merchants. The existence of an adventurers guild in the town caught his attention, offering a platform for aspiring individuals to enlist. Beside it stood a quest board and a counter for submitting completed quests. Contemplating his role, he gravitated towards harvesting quests, questioning the potential dangers posed by subjugation quests that involved combat. On the Cebu's that give two familiar faces materialize, weaponsmith Marugo and Mission Sasa, a chance encounter unfolded, prompting a warm exchange of greetings. Eager to showcase his newfound creation, the fire dagger, the young man was interrupted by Sarasa and Maru. Discovering the popularity of elemental weapons, he decided to sell the dagger to Marugo, assuring them that more would be crafted in due time. The used unspoken inquiries from Sasa and Marugo. The young man intuited their meaning to expressions. The unspoken question lingered, would they consider moving to town, swiftly dismissing the notion with a cross-arm gesture. He decided against entangling himself in such affairs. The doubt flickered regarding perceived inadequacy in relationships, drawing parallels with his experience in his previous work. Having amassed a considerable sum of gold coins, the young man's focus shifted to acquiring a horse. Realizing that the Lancaster language dominated conversations, he pondered the nuances of communication in this foreign land. Where was the elusive urge to belong, reminiscent of his past experiences, resurfaced, leaving him uncertain about the future dynamics of relationships in this fantastical realm. Undaunted, he pressed on, resolute in his determination to navigate the complexities of this newfound existence. The young man, embracing the challenge of communicating in Lancasterian, found solace in the praise of Japanese words, even though the process was more time consuming than speaking. Convinced of its efficacy, he mused on the subtle intricacies of this newfound linguistic endeavor. Caesar, understanding signals, affirmed with a nod and departed briefly. To the young man's surprise, she returned with a horse, expressing his gratitude and questioning whether Caesar was a lady. He bestowed a pouch of gold upon her. Content with the transaction, he envisioned a smooth journey back, bidding farewell to Sasa and Maru. Curiosity struck as the duo continued to follow him in a horse cart. Perplexed, he handed them another pouch of gold, contemplating the need for a stable if he intended to keep a horse. A sense of indebtedness weighed on his heart as he acknowledged the unexpected persistence of Marugo and Sasa. The young man grappled with the complexity of refusing city life due to his introverted tendencies. Realizing that Marugo and Sasa had gently knocked on the doors of his heart, this connection, he realized, went beyond mere business, and he hesitated to urge unnecessary bonds. Reflecting on their concern and guidance, he acknowledged the contradictions inherent in human nature. The narrative continued with the young man affectionately patting his horse, now named Renante. Engaging the host in sweet dialogue, he pondered the suggestions from Marugo, and Saza too expanded his non-existent house. The prospect of additional space for crafting and storage, coupled with reduced concerns about monsters, appealed to him. In his crafting endeavors, he experimented with combining Buro and Wondrous, resulting in a new creation. The Peruna Detox Potion. This concoction promised to restore a modest amount of MP and heavy at medium level poison effects. Delighted by the outcome. He who considers prioritizing them for personal use and commercial sale, the prospect of amassing a stockpile of useful items brought him joy, and he acknowledged the value of having a well-equipped smithy. Contemplating future endeavors, the woman aspired to create more elemental weapons. However, before delving into his next project, he recognized the need to express gratitude to Marugo and Sasa. Pondering on suitable gestures, he decided to utilize his stocked up salt to craft a meal. A general meal, he thought typical compressed dried meats and hard bread. The tale unfolded as he embarked on the journey of culinary expression, blending gratitude and practicality in his evolving quest within this fantastical realm. Lester pondered the idea that his freshly made meals, seasoned with herbs from his garden, would bring joy to his table. However, the thought of using two of his precious chickens for a single meal made him reconsider, as it would mean fewer eggs to collect. Sighing, he realized it didn't quite align with his farmer's sensibilities. Opting for an alternative, he decided to try his luck hunting, hoping to catch a rabbit or two. As he ventured out, A peculiar sight caught his eye was it the wolf-like monster that had fallen into his trap. His excitement grew as he successfully leveled up, and the young man couldn't help but wonder if he was on the fast track to becoming a cheater with such rapid progress. Blowing an appraisal spell on the captured Mr. He was relieved to know that the gold offered a butchering service, saving him from the task due to his lack of experience. With some time on his hands, Lister checked the available quest. Some found a kill quest that seemed related to his skills. Suddenly, a familiar face appeared. The receptionist Dan. Despite recognizing him, Lister struggled to comprehend Dan's words. Catch in the word kit. He assumed he needed to follow, and using an appraisal on the signboard confirmed his assumption. Following Kyle, Lester arrived at the skill dojo where he met an instructor named Kei. Excitedly introducing himself as Kei Okuda, the young man anticipated gaining a skill beyond appraisal for self-defense. Expressing gratitude, eagerly awaited the instruction. Kei wielded the stick skillfully, and Lester couldn't help but admire the display. When it was his turn, he was astonished to see the stick going as he struck the target. Though Dan remarked on his initial weakness, Lester acquired the skill bash. Leaving the dojo, Lester noticed a signboard explaining that the high death rate among new adventurers prompted Kate to teach the bash skill. Reflecting on the experience, he acknowledged Jay's prowess and purchased some items from Dan, thinking they might prove useful in forging. Grateful for the newfound knowledge about obtaining skills from the dojo, Lester thanked the workers and walked away, contemplating the strength of Kate's bash compared to his own. Though they prepared the meal, the idea of squeezing in some training crossed their minds. While on the way, an unusual sight caught their attention, a goblin statue. However, their focus shifted abruptly when a menacing creature resembling a cactus appeared. Hastily retreating to the safety of their home, knock on the door disrupted the uneasy atmosphere. Sasaki called out and killed, helmed with the life. He braced her, confessing his fear. Marugo, seemingly accustomed to the situation, introduced the new arrival, explaining the Japanese custom of greetings. Despite feeling like he might not be understood, Keo couldn't help but feel that he had revealed a vulnerable side to someone he had just met. When he inquired about the mysterious cactus, a thought crossed his mind. Perhaps it was related to the request they won, and the presence of weapons suggested a mission to eliminate it. Leaning towards entrusting the task to their capabilities, Kyo decided to provide them with the weapons and potions he had stocked up. Though the language barrier made labeling items on the board challenging, Kyo found a certain charm in the old-fashioned way of communication. Avoided the announced Partuna potion, and Sasa had drawing, indicating they were devising a plan. Kyo marveled at how he, a former merchant from another world, had found himself part of their party. While contemplating the risk of risking his life in a world assembling a game, he acknowledged the necessity of a three-man team to eliminate the looming threat. While they geared up for the operation, Kyo prayed for his safe return, observing the monstrous size of their target and envied Sasa, who got to stay back and guard the house, initiating the operation named Eat My Poisonous Arrow, for that yet the creature's eye while Marugo and the others engaged in combat. In a shocking realization, Kyo surmised that their levels must be significantly higher than his own. How the creature turned its attention towards him, Kyo faced a perilous situation, however, just in the nick of time if he unexpected salvation. Contemplating whether it was petrification, he wondered if the Piona detox potion would be effective, and to his relief, it was fueled by a desire for revenge. Kyo vowed not to rest until he confronted and defeated the formidable foe that had threatened their safety. Saw the creature lay weakened, appearing susceptible even to Kyo's own abilities. Filled with confidence, he decided to unleash a powerful bash upon it. With both Juno and Marugo wielding their swords, they struck the monster simultaneously. To their surprise, a cheat window materialized, signaling a level up for kill. Grateful for their assistance, Kyo expressed his thanks to Juno and Marugo. Marugo emphasized that the task wouldn't have been possible if Kyo had faced it alone. Returning to Kyo's place for dinner, Sasa joined them at the table. Kyo encouraged everyone to savor the meal, remembering whether the joy of eating something delicious is a universal reaction. While expressing his gratitude to Juno for helping exterminate the cactus and to Sasa and Marugo for their contributions to the horse stable and workshop extension. Kyo created a sense of camaraderie among them. Unexpectedly, a new challenge arose as Blue Wolves appeared, numbering three. Kyo contemplated though the wolf they had exterminated earlier was a part of the pack. As Marugo and Juno prepared to engage the wolves, Kyo reminded them of the principle of survival of the fittest. Urged caution, emphasizing that the wolves weren't attacking unnecessary aggression might bring about revenge. Concerned about the unpredictable nature of this new world, Kyo bid them farewell, expressing a desire to avoid becoming prey. Returning to his task, Go works on setting traps. Recognizing the basic effectiveness of pitfalls, he strategically placed battle flowers as a sign of caution. Continuing with his preparations, he crafted clappers and set up ankle snares purchased from the guild. Even though he was situated far from the town, Kyo decided to erect warning signs around the perimeter for the safety. With the external defenses in place, Kyo turned his attention to wood. Realizing he had some materials left, he decided to improve the structure and considered the need for a shield. Reflecting on the similarities with the importance of cleanliness, Kyo believed that these precautions would enhance his chances of survival in this unfamiliar and potentially perilous world. Reduced as the work was. Once Kyo began, he found it hard to halt. With not many planks left, he acknowledged the considerable progress he had made and decided to call it a day. Despite using space borrowed from the chicken coop for sleeping, he relished having a bit of personal space. Later for dinner, he treated himself to a blue wolf steak adorned with irony herbs, adopting for meat and wine a sweet liquor. To complement the red meat, he marveled at the delicious sight, even though it was the same meal as the night before. The sound caught his attention, though, daunting thoughts of whether the wolves from earlier lingered. Considering the possibility of one being trapped, Kyo set out to eliminate the cow wolf, suspecting two more. To his surprise, two monsters attacked him, but fueled by adrenaline, he swiftly dodged a dispatch and, leveling up to 9, he contemplated the fleeting nature of life in this world and pondered the idea of writing a will. Hearing another noise, Kyo investigated, discovering a Kutoyo whimpering monster. Recognizing the responsibility he had in offending the creature by defeating its parents, he decided to take the child under his wing. In the morning, as Sarasa picked up the puppy, Kyo informed her that this wasn't for sale. Understanding the need for help, he called Marugo and Juno, and together they acquired a Suwo funds which could enhance weapons. Relieved that Sarasa comprehended Wolf's fate as provision, Kyo used appraisal on them after waking up. Notably, the fur color of the puppy differed from its parents, identifying it as a rare wolf. Considering raising it from a young age in the hopes of fostering a connection with humans, Shiwoku acknowledged the potential danger it might pose in adulthood. Prepared to take responsibility when the time came, he embarked on an unexpected journey of companionship with the young wolf. In the realm of survival life, where the greedy survival of the fittest, he found himself entwined in a tale of responsibility and revenge. The dire circumstances unfolded when he discovered that a wolf, now a puppy he named Ash, had unwittingly become his ours. Little did the canine companion know that he was responsible for the demise of its parents. Despite the harsh values of this world, he harbored the determination to fend off the impending threat from the vengeful pup. In a twist of sentiment, he decided to fashion a cloak from the wolf's view not just for its practicality but also for the nostalgic scent it carried, a lingering connection to Ash's fallen family. With a heavy heart, he acknowledged Ash as his first family member in this unforgiving realm. When the narrative shifted to Kyo's home, where a playful and tested K's patient. An attempt to devour the chickens was promptly thwarted, and K, in no uncertain terms, voiced his displeasure, realizing there was no room for despair in his mission to raise a spirited pup. He admonished Ash about the importance of cleanliness, contemplating the leftover ingots from a Google for a solution. We embarked on the challenge of crafting a giant bathtub. An endeavor that demanded of human effort and he initially anticipated. The completion of the tub promised a rare luxury, a proper bath after enduring days of makeshift hygiene. The prospect of using a wagon to transport wood added a layer of convenience to their survival. Once came marveled at the unexpected tranquility of the place. He reflected on the significance of finding a reliable water source. He acknowledged the option to purchase water from the town but deemed it wiser to secure a natural supply. The peaceful setting, however, did not delude him to the potential presence of monsters. In an encounter with a water-type monster, the Merman, his gratitude towards Ash intensified. The canine companion skin senses saved them from a watery onslaught, leading to K's level up to 10, grateful for the victory. He praised Ash, realizing that the partnership was instrumental in overcoming the challenge. The spoils of the battle, Merriman's scaly infused water magic opened new possibilities for crafting. Once Gasky now shared about their bond deepened it. Mr. Moon on the concerns of water and monsters, Geek expressed his determination to become stronger, not just for himself, but to protect Ash. The looming issue of rounds and the endearing yet immature presence of other creatures like eggs and herbs added layers to K's journey in the survival life. He most about the unpredictable nature of prey falling into traps, acknowledging that in this unpredictable world, every decision and action could shape their fate.